All right, YouTubers, going to use the big blue beautiful marble to show you more of the amazing Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're going to J.W. Wells State Campground. That's Lake Michigan. That is the Door Peninsula of Wisconsin, and the campground's right across the bay from it. That is Green Bay, actually, and we're going to draw in and you'll get to see the campground. So that's what it looks like. Now let's see what it looks like from the ground. These were the ones we were going to get, and we ended up with much better sites than these. These are 24. I paid 24, she paid 28 because her site happens to have 50 amp as well. The rule here is one camper and as many tents as you can fit on your site is what it officially says. Again, I prefer outer rings than this kind of stuff, and for some reason there are tons of people that hate those fire pits.
There's a toilet right there. That's convenient.
Yeah, there's an outhouse not far from the shower house, which I will be visiting tonight. Hopefully this is more stable than my cell phone. Alright, so there's the shower house. We're gonna just do a loop. This is where we're at, is the north ring. There's a south ring as well. These sites over here, again, these are 24. They're small, but they're not terrible. I mean, perfect for a van. Yeah, they're relatively level.
Could have been here, I guess.
And they got a camp post, yeah, right by the turlet. There's a few of them that are blacktop. My guess those are handicapped sites. But that's the north ring. Again, we'll do the outside and you can see the lake back there. A nice big playground for the kiddos. I don't know what this is. This might be the old shower house. We'll see. Nosy. Looks locked.
Yes, it does.
I bet that's the old shower house. That's my guess. Potable water. There's quite a few of them around. I made it squeak. There's more open middle campground. Travato over there. It's a nice big campground. You know, I don't know, people either love campgrounds or they hate them and they want to be out in the middle of nowhere. So whatever you want to do it the way you want to do it. But it's near 90 today, so we like the electricity. We think it's near 90. Not much of a cell phone signal here at all, which is surprising because the road isn't far away and it's a great signal along the whole road. We'll keep walking, see what we see. Here's some sites by the entrance. Kind of seems like the you take these when there's nothing else available. But there's a lot of sites here. So that's site one right there. And there's the dump station and the trash. There's a great big field, basketball court, tetherball, I think. This is the day use area and the lake. And over here, a viewing area. And you can get to the beach and the campground.
They put in a bench for me.
Yeah, there's a bench. There's a dog going after a frisbee. Nice. There's the swimming beach down there. It's got buoys and whatnot. Might even have a lifeguard.
Find us whatever it was.
Okay, I think this is probably a walk-in tent site by the water. There's one tent. It could be just day use stuff, but yeah, there's a regular 110 outlet there. Be a good spot to pitch a tent. We will get back to the campground. This is just day use.
Yeah, you have to leave by 10 p.m. so.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
Oh, then it's not. But you come here and have a picnic and play your favorite tunes or whatever.
Yeah.
Or use a new wave oven. You'd be a happy camper. And by the beach there's a pavilion. This is the approved swimming beach right over here. Horseshoe courts.
I see volleyball court back there. Michigan does a good job on their parks. They really do.
You can hear the highway.
Yeah, you're closer to the highway here. You really can hear it in the campground. Just a little bit every now and then. Place to wash your feet. Get a drink.
Look at all that is.
And there's bathrooms, which I may visit. Okay, this is just a changing station. There might be a shower. These are bathrooms. No showers, urinals. Yeah. Go. Okay, this is the parking for the beach, and as you can hear, you might be able to see the road is right there, maybe 50 yards. But luckily, it kind of goes away from the campground, so the road's not as close to the campground. I'm gonna walk down here. There's other stuff. There's a trail, boat ramp. We'll see what we see. All right, this may be the largest parking lot we've ever seen. You usually think they know how many to build, but they got a lot here. Hey, that sign says CCC Stone Shelter, which CCC was during the Depression. Derp, it's Civilian Conservation Corps. It takes a minute sometimes. The brain doesn't always cooperate. Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
That's beautiful.
We'll show you more when we get closer.
This really is pretty, and there's good hiking here as well, which I'm going to show you in upcoming videos. I think there's going to be a couple, 3 videos about this campground that might be one of my new favorites. It's really nice.
The restrooms.
I think they're locked. Are you gonna check?
So we gotta go back. Oh wait, no.
I'm just a big fan of these older kind of things. I think they look so cool. You should come check this place out. Again, this was back in July, so it's been a long time since I've been able to get videos uploaded. Yeah, this was like the last week of July, and life was a little different for me then, but still beautiful here.
So there's one on each end, and bathrooms in the middle, but the bathrooms were closed, I'm pretty sure. Cool, right? Okay, so now we're back in the campground. I don't know what I've shown you on what video, but here's more of the campsites. I don't know if these are reserved or if they're done maintenance. They have brand new fire rings. So maybe they've been doing work on them. They look recently leveled or something.
And grass.
Yeah.
It looks like new grass. So maybe they're waiting for the grass to get established.
That might be it. These wouldn't be bad, I guess. It does look like they're trying to get the grass to grow on these sites.
There's not a lot of tree cover. A few areas have some trees, and a lot of it's open, and it's beautiful.
I think that was another old shower house there. You didn't get to see the swimming. It already happened. This water's cold though, but it's beautiful here. Try to Google to see what the water temperature is on Lake Michigan today. You can hear the road here, but not as much down by our campsite. But there's a lot of flopsum and jetson or whatever. A lot of algae. Rocks, rocks. You walk down here, there's not as many rocks. People are tubing out there on Lake Michigan. You don't see that a lot. But this campground is very, very nice. Alright, there'll be more life and junk day in the life, couple days in the life, how many days in the life. So Monarch, not too far away, is a stopping point when they have the huge monarch migrations. Might get to show you that, I'm not sure. And back to the campground, again, right along the lake. Just awesome. Just really nice. And the state prices are pretty good. These sites are probably 28, which, you know, these are good sites back right up to the lake. There's even room for the monster ones if you need all that. Or you can do it simple in a tent and overlook the lake. More of the center. See, there's a lot of sites and Lakefront. Try that again. Like I tell people all the time, the best time to go to a campground like this is during the week. It's not crowded and packed. And $24 a night's not a bad deal at all for power. I don't think. Somebody put a chair in a good spot. We're like 30 miles from Wisconsin. Menomonie. And you probably can't see it, but off in the distance there, that's the Peninsula you hear so much about in Wisconsin. It's beautiful, very expensive to camp there, I'm told. And it doesn't look much different than this. One day I'll get there. Right there is a trail we're gonna do tomorrow that's gonna go down to a river. Looks like it might be pretty cool. A few more right here. You can kind of tell that the sites are kind of close. They're not terribly close, but they're close. Some of the campsites, I guess, can get a little close, and like I said, it's kind of open, so there's not a lot of trees in between each campsite, but they're nice. And the ones we chose, you know, again, this is a Sunday, you know, the early part of the week, so it's not as crowded. During the week is so much better. And I got some more to show you after this, but again, on Lake Michigan, almost to Wisconsin, real close. This is a very nice campground. I think I'd been through here before, but never stayed. That's pretty much a walking tour of most of it. You know, again, not every campsite, but you get an idea. I think most of these sites, if you're 25 feet, you won't have any problem. Some are tighter than others. And then there's some sites that'll take a much bigger rig, like we saw, 40 footers and stuff. But that's the tour. Hope you enjoyed. There's still more to come. Gonna take a little hiking trail and find other stuff.
You go up as you're on your way out, you hang a right, and you see a sign that goes, that talks about cabins, rustic cabins.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Well, this is nice and private back here.
It's not bad.
None at all.
Have a good day.
How much do they charge you for this?
18 bucks.
18?
Yeah.
Thanks. I got water. Nice spots. You got access to the lake. That's rustic camping for 18 bucks a night. GoPro, stop recording. These are rental cabins. I think there's 2 or 3 of them here. Somebody's in there. We're walking through their yard.
There's no power.
No.
And just a vault toilet for the bathroom.
Okay. I don't remember how much they are. Maybe I'll look it up and put it here. Or maybe I didn't. 58 bucks a night. Time will tell. They do a lot of mowing for this campground. Here's another one. There's people in there. First one is neat. Old with the stone. I think the road just goes, when we come in, you go to the left. I think that's how you get to these. Didn't we drive? I think we drove that road in the fall. There's another one. Was that here or is that somewhere else?
Wow, you're right.
I don't remember.
It could be somewhere else.
I come up to the UP enough, it's starting to mold together.
Nice cabins. You're probably talking 100 a night would be my guess. I don't know. Maybe I already told you. Maybe I did look it up for you. Maybe I'll adjust it to say $65 a night. I don't know. Supper. Oh, more cabins. Another cabin. I think that's supposedly their path to the beach. What's that, 5 cabins?
5 or 6.
We cut off the trail on the way back to one of the cabins you can rent. We're gonna walk the road and look at the cabins this way. Okay, there's a hand pump and the very last cabin you can rent. The end of the road. We didn't come through there because there's people had stuff set up. So that's the last one. I think, maybe not. Yes, this is the end of the road. This one is called Summer. The last one we went by, next to last, is Poverty. So each cabin has their own latrine out here along the road. This is St. Martin. I've seen pictures of St. Martin. It don't look like this. Rock. This is Washington. This one is my favorite.
It doesn't look
The
like
stone.
anybody's there.
They were before. Maybe they were leaving today. That's the nicest one. If you're going to rent a cabin, I suggest Washington with the rustic sites. That guy said 18 bucks.
Yes.
You know, it's great if you want privacy, but price-wise, power, shower, all that stuff
For a few more dollars.
for a few more dollars means that the state parks aren't that bad a deal. You know, 24 bucks a night as opposed to 20 for a primitive. It's just, you know, you got people around you, but most primitive you do there too. And the road ends at the primitive sites that way, so we'll take the trail back. Hope you enjoyed. Come up here to beautiful Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and guess what you'll have? You know you will.
Like I said, there'll be more of this campground, which I think is really nice. Until then, I hope you're able to have a great and wonderful day.